Hey, Royal Sussex Squad family. Welcome back to the channel that isn't afraid to say what needs to be said. If you're tired of the smear campaigns, the one-sided headlines, and the constant targeting of Harry and Meghan, you're in the right place. This is the space where we honour the truth, defend Prince Harry and Meghan Markle with facts, and push back hard against the hate. Now, before we dive in, go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Tap the notification bell so you never miss a new episode. And if you want to support this platform and help us keep calling out the nonsense, go ahead and show some love with a super thanks right below this video. Every bit of support helps us keep the truth alive. So let's talk about the latest headline designed to shame, exclude and humiliate Prince Harry, because the British tabloids just can't let this man breathe. According to a new hit piece from The Express, Prince Harry has apparently been dealt a major blow. Why? Because there's chatter that King Charles is being urged not to invite him to Balmoral this summer. Yes, you heard that right. An entire article front and centre because certain royal fans think Harry shouldn't be welcome at a place he once called paradise. Balmoral, for those who don't know, is more than just a summer retreat. It's a place of deep emotional meaning. It was one of Queen Elizabeth II's favourite spots. It's steeped in family history and royal tradition. Prince Harry literally grew up spending summers there. He described it as magical, comparing it to Disney World. And now the media is gloating over the possibility that he might be banned from it, like he's some sort of outcast instead of the King's own son. How sad is it that we've reached a point where the British press celebrates a father snubbing his child? And let's be real, this major blow they're talking about isn't Harry's, it's theirs. Because no matter how hard they try to isolate him, Harry keeps shining, keeps evolving, keeps building something powerful and positive with Meghan. Let's take a look at the so-called evidence the press is using to justify this latest exclusion. A poll, not a public statement, not a source close to the King. No, a poll run by The Express. A total of 920 people voted, and based on that, they're pushing this narrative like it speaks for the entire UK. That's right. Less than 1,000 people clicked a button, and now it's newsworthy that King Charles shouldn't invite Harry. That's not news. That's manufactured outrage. And the comments? Oh, they love to put those in the spotlight too. Why would the royal family want their summer holidays spoilt, one person wrote. Another said, definitely not, especially if the King wants a relaxing holiday. And then one said, invite them so they can't complain. You know they won't come. Wow, the bitterness leaps right off the page, doesn't it? Let me ask you something. What kind of nation celebrates division between a father and his son? What kind of media encourages a father to not spend time with his own children and grandchildren? This isn't about protecting royal peace or honouring tradition. It's about punishment. Harry and Meghan are being punished again for daring to step away from a toxic system, for daring to protect their mental health, for refusing to bow to the media machine. They stepped away with dignity. They asked for space, they wanted privacy, and instead of being respected for it, they've been dragged ever since. And every time they don't attend an event, they're called ungrateful. Every time they do show up, they're accused of stealing the spotlight. You see how this works? They can't win, because the game is rigged. The media isn't interested in fairness or truth. They're interested in control. And when Harry and Meghan said, no more, that control slipped away. That's why they're angry. That's why we keep seeing these headlines. Let's not forget, these are the same people who demonized Meghan from the very beginning, called her too confident, too outspoken, too American. And when she spoke out about her pain, about the racism, about the lack of support she received while pregnant and suicidal, they called her a liar. And now they act shocked that Harry chooses to stand by her and protect his family. Please. The royal family claims to be about tradition and duty, but what about love? What about loyalty? What about showing up for your children? If King Charles really wants to be remembered as a modern monarch, how about leading with compassion instead of coldness? And yet, here we are, watching headlines celebrate the fact that the King is being told not to invite his own son to the family holiday. It's shameful. And it says more about the state of that institution than it ever could about Harry or Meghan. But here's the truth they don't want to admit. Harry and Meghan don't need an invitation to Balmoral. They don't need validation from the press. They don't need approval from the same people who tried to destroy them. They are building their own legacy, on their own terms, and doing it with integrity, compassion and strength. They're raising two beautiful children in peace. They're creating meaningful projects through Archwell. They're uplifting communities. They're working with veterans, empowering young people, creating opportunities. Meanwhile, the tabloids are recycling old scandals and making a poll of 900 people sound like a national crisis. It's embarrassing and it's exhausting. But it also proves why this channel and this community matters so much. Because we see through it. We know the truth. We support Harry and Meghan not just because of who they are, but because of what they represent: courage, authenticity, and the power to break cycles of dysfunction. So no, this is not a major blow for Prince Harry. It's another example of a broken system showing its cracks, and while they're busy obsessing over who gets invited to Balmoral, the Sussexes are thriving, healing and winning with grace, and we'll be here every step of the way to celebrate them, defend them, and shut down the noise. Prince Harry dealt major blow, as King Charles urged not to send him key invite. Prince Harry previously referred to this royal residence as paradise and compared it to Disney World. By Lauren Welch, royal reporter based in London, Prince Harry has been dealt a major blow as King Charles has been urged to not send him an invite to Balmoral this summer. Spending time at the Balmoral estate has been an annual tradition for many years, and is something that the late Queen Elizabeth II also previously upheld. The royals typically use the time to enjoy the estate's scenic beauty and the privacy it has to offer, as well as spending much-loved quality time with one another. The Duke, 40, and Duchess of Sussex, 43, have reportedly been left upset on previous occasions after having not received an invitation to join the family at the estate in recent years. With the couple now residing in the US with their two children, Archie, 6, and 3-year-old Lilibet Dot, in a poll conducted by The Express, which ran between on 12:15 p.m. on May 21st until 7:30 a.m. on May 23rd, royal fans were asked whether an invitation should be extended to Harry this year. Dot, in support of the King, 866 of the 920 people who voted said that the King should snub Harry once again. However, 48 people voted that an invite should be extended to Harry, who has lived in California since 2020. Undecided, 6 people voted that they were not sure whether the King should invite Harry to spend time at Balmoral this summer. Taking to the comments section, one fan commented, "Why would the royal family want their summer holidays spoilt? So no." A second reader agreed, adding, "Definitely not, especially if the King wants a relaxing holiday. He certainly wouldn't get one if that lot turned up." Another wrote, "I say invite them so they can't complain. You know they won't be coming." Now, if you felt that, if you're proud to support Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, make sure you're subscribed. Hit that bell so you never miss a new drop. And if you want to help us keep this channel going strong, go ahead and click that super thanks button. Your support helps us fight back against the smear machine and keep spreading truth, facts and positivity. This has been your Royal Sussex Squad HQ, your home for honesty, fairness and yes, a little bit of well-deserved dragging when the press steps out of line. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for standing with us. And as always, we ride for Harry and Meghan, loud and proud. I'll catch you in the next one, squad. Stay kind, stay woke and stay royal.